Hello, Robert. This is Trina Maduro and my sweetheart Kim.
Hello, welcome.
And we're talking to you about what's called the business of the 21st century. Very important subject, especially for those of you out there who really don't like your work, are not making enough money, and are looking for a challenge. So we're talking about a subject that a lot of people misunderstand. It's called network marketing. And I've personally never been in network marketing, but my friend Donald Trump, he and I wrote the book, Why We Want You to Be Rich. Why do we want you to be rich? It's simply because if you're not rich, you're poor and middle class. I mean, the number of poor is increasing and middle class is decreasing. So that's why I want you to be rich. And we also wrote Midas Touch. And Donald and I are about the only two guys out there that are recommending network marketing, although we've not been in it. So my sweetheart Kim has been in network marketing, and Trina's been in network marketing. So we're going to be talking to you about that. And so I ask you to keep an open mind, especially if you think it's something you never would do and all this, because there's a lot of benefits to it. And today we'll be talking about the benefits other than just money. There's a tremendous benefit to being a network marketing business.
Let me explain to you why companies do network marketing. Here's why. Because the cost acquisition to get the customer is cheaper. I don't have to do a TV ad and spend $400,000. I simply give it cheaper and have somebody else go sell it, and I can pay more to the field or whatever it is. There's still a problem there that I'm going to get into that I don't like what they do in network marketing, but there's a reason why people do network marketing. Cost is cheaper to get the consumer. Now, this is network marketing. This is what we're talking about with network marketing. A lot of times people like to say it's another pyramid scheme. By the way, here's what a pyramid scheme is so everybody understands and they stop saying it. Every time somebody says pyramid scheme, you sound uneducated. And I'll tell you why. Because in a pyramid scheme, a product doesn't exist. There's a reason why Amway, Herbalife hasn't gone out of business yet and they're still in business. And you have Beckham who wears an Herbalife shirt, and you have the Orlando Magic that play in the Amway Arena. There's a reason for that. That's not accidental. If they were a pyramid scheme, they would be closed down. In a pyramid scheme, I remember when I was working at Bally's, a guy approached me and he showed me this thing. He said, hey, you pay $500 to me. I keep $200 of it. $100 goes to the guy above me and $100 goes above me. But you go out there and get 5 other people that pay $500, and then they get 500 people, and then you get 5 other people, you're going to make $100,000 in a month. I said, what's the product? There is no product. That's the great thing about it. There is no product. I said, you're a con artist. He was a con artist. 6 months later, he went to prison. I think he did 5 years in prison for doing that. That's exactly what needs to happen to people that run pyramid schemes. Here's another one. When people say it's a Ponzi scheme, most people don't even know the history of Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme came from a guy whose name is Charles Ponzi. Again, I'm trying to give you history because I wanted to find out if this business is good or bad. I have to find out everything about this business. Charles Ponzi was a con artist who was an Italian businessman, I want to say in the 20s. Was it 20s or 30s? Something like that, in the 20s. Yeah. And he did business in US and he did business in Canada. What he would do is he would come to you and tell you, if you give me $100, I'll return it to you with $150 on 60 days, and I'll give you $200 within 90 days. He was the first original Bernie Madoff type of guy who made, I think, $10 million during that time, which is a lot of money. Before there was Bernie Madoff, there was Charles Ponzi. So that's why people say this is a Ponzi scheme. But in a Ponzi scheme, there is no product. Money just moves. And when money only moves with no products, you're going straight to prison. And by the way, you belong in prison when you do things like that and try to rip off people. There's nothing cool. If capitalism ever gets a bad name because people try to win in the game of capitalism with shortcuts and they try to hurt people, and those people belong in prison. That needs to happen. This is not something that you need to go out there and abuse. It needs to happen. If somebody goes out there and fights in UFC, and you go out there in your gloves, you put rocks in there, so it used to happen back in the days in boxing, so you can punch somebody and nobody feels the rock. The guy feels it, he breaks his jaw. Hey man, that's cheating. You need to go out there and get out of the entire boxing world. So I'm not okay with that. So in today's message, I'm going to get very neutral. I'll give you both sides as well. Scams do exist. It's very important to know this. Scams do exist. Zeke Rewards was a scam. They do exist. There are scams out there. Not everybody's a scam. Now here's a challenge. Do you remember back in the days, a guy in high school, we talked about this the other day, a guy in high school dates a girl, and the girl breaks up with him. Do you remember what the guy used to go tell around everybody what she is? Oh, you know what she's, you know, she goes with everybody. She's whatever she do. Why? The guy had to say it because the guy has to justify why she left him, right? And you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? Most people believed it. Most people believed it. And you know, today, if you think about high school right now, and right now, make a list of 3 girls in high school that had the reputation of being a, you know what? 2 of them are probably wrong. Maybe 1 of them is right. But the other 2, an insecure boyfriend told everybody, and it's not true. You know that. I know that. You know how that works. Guys are the most insecure people in the world. They're going to go out there and say something like that. Next thing you know, boom, everybody, we have to judge because we're so powerful. I'm a part of it. We're a part of this community. Okay? So that doesn't mean that's the case. So a lot of people like to say, oh, real estate is a scam. Keller Williams is a scam. You know, New York Life is a scam. Oh, this company's a scam. That company's a scam. That is like you being the insecure guy that a girl left you or you couldn't hack it because it was so hard, but you called it that. But the truth is, there are some scams out there. There are some scams out there. Fortunately, eventually they get caught and they get shut down. The government is not set up in a way to allow scams to last for a long time. They have a lifespan. A person cannot be a criminal all their lives not finding a way in prison. Many criminals end up in prison. You can't just go on like that for the rest of your life. Number eight. I wish more people would talk about this. I wish more people would talk about number 8. I think I'm on number 7 right now. I wish more people would talk about number 7. It is this. If you are going to do network marketing, here's a timeline. It's 10-year commitment. It's not 6 months or I'm going to give it a shot for 1 year. Nope, not going to work. It's a 10-year commitment. Do you know why it's a 10-year commitment? Because anything you do is a 10-year commitment. Any business you do is a 10-year commitment. Working out doesn't happen overnight. People say, oh, Pat got swole. I've been working out since I was 14 years old. My body has a memory. My muscles have a memory. This didn't happen accidentally. I've been training since 14. That's 24 years. This didn't happen accidentally. So if you're going to do anything with network marketing or MLM, 10-year rule. 1-year rule, go to another business. Matter of fact, if you want to follow 1-year rule, go get a job. Go get a job. 2-year rule, go get a job. 5-year rule, go get a job. 10-year rule, you can be an entrepreneur and a business owner. And if you want to give network marketing a shot, it's 10 years. Number 8, you need to understand that network marketing is a very easy target for comedians, for media, for everybody. Why? Think about it this way. Comedians and media, there are typically 3 different things that's very, very easy to target. And you can't be naive and fall for it. One of them is capitalism. It's very easy to bash capitalism. If you want to listen to any comedian or media, they love bashing capitalism. Why? Because almost everyone I know tried a business at a time and they failed. And they have to say, that girl's you know what? They're out. Capitalism is hard. Running a business is hard. It comes with anxiety attacks. It comes with panic attacks. It comes with challenges at times. It comes with you almost losing everything. It requires you to work 80 hours a week. Most people don't want to do that. So why is it easy to knock capitalism? Because capitalism at times can, people can fail and it doesn't work and have to bash it. Now let's take capitalism out. You don't have this video to watch. You don't have Twitter. You don't have Facebook. You don't have anything to watch because an inventor invented capitalism. A capitalist invented all these products. Now another one that media likes to take shots at is church, religion. It's very easy. It's very easy to take shots at churches. Why? Churches, there's a part of it that I can see being annoying. You go to a church, you sit up there and the pastor gets up. If you don't do this, you're going straight to hell. And if you do this, you're going straight to this. And somebody's like, I already know I'm going to hell, man. I just want to know I have a shot in heaven. Sometimes these pastors get up on front and go, we're going to hell, and let me tell you what hell looks like. Fire burning everywhere. Your skin's going to be burning. Man, I know my skin's going to be burning. I just want a second chance. Can I get a second chance? Please. So there's a reason why churches get bashed the way they do. They're an easy target. And network marketing is also an easy target. You know why? Because anything you paint as perfect is an easy target. Capitalism's not perfect. Church is not perfect. Network marketing's not perfect. You paint it perfect, you're an easy target. Stop painting it as perfect. Stop painting your business as being perfect. It's not perfect. There's problems. I can't go out on double dates with couples that say the following: we have 0 problems in our marriage. Awesome. We will never have dinner again because we do. My wife and I have problems. We fight regularly. We fought yesterday on Thanksgiving. And you know what's crazy? We're very comfortable about it. We're very comfortable about it. I don't care. I didn't marry you. I married my wife. I don't need to convince you my marriage is perfect. I have health issues sometimes. I have things I need to work on sometimes. I have issues I got to work on with me sometimes. Man, paint it as real. If you paint it as perfect, people are annoyed by perfection. So network marketers, do yourself a favor and stop painting yourself as being perfect, because you are not perfect. The more imperfections you talk about, the more people are willing to forgive you and listen to what you got to talk about. You open up the door for people who want to listen to you. Next, there are tax benefits. There are tax benefits, but here's the problem sometimes with network marketers. They have no clue how to manage their money. And because they have no clue how to manage their money, the first thing they do is spend all their money, buy some nice car, buy some nice toys, buy this Rolex's company goes out of business. They lose everything, now they own IRS. Money, it takes 15 years to pay a lien. You can't get a decent job. You can't get finance in a house. Boom. So if you are in the world of network marketing, do me if you're a leader or a CEO or running a company, teach your people on how to manage their finances as well. Be disciplined with them on them paying their quarterly taxes. Talk to them what to do with their savings and set some money aside. Give them some, don't just get them to buy stuff because the more stuff they buy, the more locked into your company. It's like, hey, the more people lease cars and the more they have to stick, it's our retention plan because they have to work hard. Come on, man, don't treat people like that. These are their families. If you're gonna do it, people perform better. The more savings they have, they're more valuable to your company. I want you to have a couple $100,000 in cash savings. Slow down before you buy that. You need to have some savings in place. Take that route with people that you're developing. Number 10. Here's number 10. And this is the part that some people are gonna like, some people are gonna hate. Network marketing actually works. It actually works. It is a $35 billion a year business. It has created a lot of jobs. I'm down the street. Every time I go home on this freeway here, I see Mary Kay to my left. You know how many women I've met that talk about Mary Kay in a way that she changed their lives? Do you know how many? Do you know how many men I've met that when they bring up the name Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel, I've never been part of Amway. Every time somebody's brought up the name of Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel, who actually had a chance to work with them directly, you should see what they talk about. People get emotional saying, this man changed my life. You know how many times people bring up the name Art Williams and they say, this man completely changed my life. Who touched Art Williams, he changed my life in a completely different way. How many people, endless amount of people, have said this? So what's the point? What's the point? It works. I think the industry is an industry that can be very effective. I think the people in the industry are so competitive sometimes that they try to paint it too perfect and it backfires on them. And I think the industry collectively, whether you guys are part of this organization called the DSN, collectively the industry needs to pivot a little bit and start deciding how they want to brand themselves for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And you got a big opportunity to make adjustment today.
Hey, I want to answer the question for you of why network marketing? Actually, I'm going to answer two questions. I'll answer why network marketing, but I'm also going to answer why not network marketing, because let's face it, it's not an industry for everyone, and you should really weigh the pros and cons of it before you decide whether you should get involved or not. So I'm going to try and give you a very unbiased review so you can make an informed decision of whether or not network marketing is something that you or your family or friends should pursue. And by the way, by the end of this video, I'm also going to tell you a little secret that almost every top earner in this industry knows and applies in their business, but it's one that very few of them share with their downline. So stick around to the end of the video to find out what that is as well. Let's go and get started. Very quickly, I'm going to give you the first 4 reasons why you should consider getting involved in network marketing. Number 1, network marketing has allowed more people to quit their jobs and work from home and to find financial freedom and success than probably any other home-based profession that I could think of. So if you're looking for something to replace your current job or your current income, network marketing can definitely be that vehicle for you. Number 2, if you work this business hard enough and you work it smart enough and you work it right, it can be one of the fastest routes to time and financial freedom. I don't want you to think I'm saying it's a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. It requires work, but it is definitely faster than many other routes to wealth than I have seen. The third reason is that you don't have to develop your own product. I mean, this is a big plus for a lot of people. The company does it for you. They put in all of the research to the product. They develop, the packaging. They spend the money on the patents and everything that they need to develop the product. All you have to do is go out and sell it, market it, promote it, and then you make commissions on that. So that's a pretty good deal. The fourth reason, then probably this is the biggest reason why I can think of to get involved in network marketing, is residual income. Network marketing, if you build the right organization, can provide you a residual income over time to where you don't have to show up to make money. You know, if you put the work in the beginning, you could go on vacation for a month and come back home and there's a check in the mail. So that's a pretty cool deal, because every other job I've ever been involved in, if I took a month off for vacation, I didn't come home to a check. So network marketing is very appealing in that way, that you can put systems in place and you can build your downline in a way that you could take some time off and still have a check in the mail whenever you get home. Okay, so that sounds all like, rainbows and, puppies and all, cherries and all wonderful things. But unfortunately, there are some reasons why maybe you shouldn't get involved in network marketing. Let's talk about what those are right now. Number one reason, and I kind of alluded to this earlier, is that it requires work, okay? Don't think that this is some sort of easy way to success, or that it's a lotto ticket, or there's no easy button in life, guys. Anything that's worth doing is worth working for, and network marketing is the same way. So if you don't have a strong work ethic, then I would definitely steer clear of network marketing, because you are going to have to put in some work in the beginning to build your business. Number two, it requires self-motivation. If you're not a self-motivated person, I would also stay away from network marketing. I'm assuming the fact that you're watching this video right now means that you're probably a fairly self-motivated person. I mean, you're out researching this, you're trying to gain knowledge and information, but I know there's a lot of people out there who aren't very self-motivated. They'd rather just show up to a job and have a boss tell them what to do, because it's easier than being innovative and coming up with their own ideas and being motivated to implement them. Okay, so if you're not self-motivated, I would stay away from network marketing. The third thing is that a lot of the compensation plans in network marketing are pretty bad. You really need to know what you're looking for. I was involved in a company that only paid 10% commissions on my weekly sales volume, and I figured out very quickly that that was very, very difficult to make any kind of substantial income with only 10% commissions. I'm involved in a company now that actually pays 100% commissions, which is obviously way better than 10%, but if you can't find companies that are going to pay a decent commission, you definitely would want to stay away from those particular network marketing companies. And finally, the fourth reason, and this is probably the biggest reason I can think of that you would want to stay away from network marketing, is that if you think you're going to build this business the traditional way. By traditional way, what do I mean? I mean cold calling your family and your friends, setting up hotel meetings, doing home parties, that sort of thing. You might make a little side money doing it that way, but if you're really wanting to build a big business, you've got to know how to generate leads outside of just your warm list, so to speak, okay? And the good news is it's not hard to do that. It's not hard to generate leads. It's just that most of the top earners don't share this little secret with people, okay? And the dirtiest little secret of all is that the top earners are generating their leads online. They're not generating their leads by calling their family and their friends and bugging them and trying to drag them to hotel meetings. They're generating their leads online, and they're doing it without picking up the phone, without cold calling leads, without chasing people down in Walmart, basically without doing all of the things that they suggest you do when you sign up. So you might be wondering why do they suggest we do that? Well, I won't go into all of it now, but it basically boils down to the fact that anybody can call their grandma, right? It doesn't take any marketing skill to call your grandma and ask her to hear a presentation. So they kind of dumb down the opportunity to the lowest common denominator. But I guarantee you that's not the way the top earners are making big dollars in this industry. So in order for you to be able to build a big organization, you need to learn how to generate leads online, okay? And you need to be able to do it without bugging your family and friends. You want to find people who are interested in your opportunity and have them come to you. I mean, let's face it, the way that most people try and build their business by calling, their 100 closest family and friends, they're basically calling a whole bunch of people who are likely not to have any interest in building a business whatsoever, right? I mean, to me, that's like trying to drag a vegetarian into a steakhouse. So you're like, hey, come look at my presentation. And they're like, dude, I'm not interested in your presentation. And so, I don't know what sounds better to you, but what sounds better to me is not pounding the phone all day, okay? Not doing presentation after presentation, but rather what sounds better is setting up a system one time that generates leads for me so that I'm only talking to people who are interested in my opportunity, doing that work once so that it generates leads and pays me forever, okay? And the good news is it's not hard to do this, okay? I've actually got a presentation, a free presentation that I'm willing to share with you.
So let's get straight into this video from Mike. Pay attention and and be open-minded, guys. Be open-minded to this opportunity. Listen, and if you need, go back. Guaranteed success. Okay, that is a bold statement for any company to make. All right. and there's no risk. It's $97 for a limited time to become a founder in what is possibly a multi-million member company. I believe that it's going to be millions of people in this business. And as soon as we go live and we start showing income, we start showing proof of income to you, the viewers on YouTube, I can promise you, you're going to kick yourself for not starting today. Okay? Or you can just wait. But I assure you, you're going to be looking at this. You're going to be looking at this because you're going to be hearing all about it all over the internet. What Ash Mufareh has done with his 18 years of experience, his professionalism and his knowledge of technology, and utilizing what we've had available to us over the last 18 years and being very, very successful, is now an online marketer's dream solution. And it is the way network marketing and multi-level marketing should have been done since the internet came about. So pay attention, guys. Have an open mind. If you have any questions, you can leave comments below. I'm more than happy to help anybody get their minds, get their brains around this. Here's Mike Ellis.
Unpassive and Go Founders. Hi, I'm Mike Ellis. I wanted to go over exactly what you all are looking at with this new program. I think when you see the finer details, you're going to get excited about what it's going to do for you in the next weeks, months, and years to come. What I want to do is run over to a couple of slides. And this first slide, really, really important that you understand this. Payment one time, get paid for life. Because of the way this system is set up, you really only pay once, and from there, the system kicks in and does all the work for you. This is a 100% automated system, and as I show you what's in the system, it's really, really impressive. Marty, myself, and Dan for years have been setting up systems, and in order to do that, we had to use a lot of different products to bring the whole system together. And what they've done with Unpassive is they've brought everything together to really run an online business without having to go outside of it. All the tools that you need are in Unpassive, and that's why this is so really ingenious. What this individual has done is something that myself, Marty, and Dan, we've been looking for a decade. It just was not out there. And what Ash, who's the CEO of the company, has done has really brought all these tools together on one platform that we can use and build a business. And that includes traffic and signups, which is, I mean, you just don't see that online. Getting a system that will actually drive traffic to your website, drive it through your funnel, and actually sign people up and get them to pay. Really, really some cool stuff. So this is a one payment system. And as we look at when you come into Unpassive, the different levels are 125, they're 25, 125, 250, and 500. And really depending on where you are financially, it's okay if all you can do is come in at that 25 level. From there, you can let the system work for you, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but it's really, really important that everybody understand, as you come on to Unpassive, the entry-level fee is $25, and that is $25 a month, but because everything is set on autopilot, you are never going to have to take another dime out of your pocket if it works the way we think it's going to. Now,
it is complete business done for you. So I'm saying this is a 100% automated, complete marketing system like you've never seen before in one place. Top technology. Traffic is provided. Signups are guaranteed. They're being followed up with, trained, closed for you, with phone, with webinars, live webinars, videos, follow-up, text messages, every method we could put our hands on, and you are enjoying your life the way internet marketing should be done at its best. You're free, technology works for you, systems work for you 24 hours, 365 days a year, non-stop machine, then I know by now you've decided you want to become a founder.
Click the link below in the description to become a founder today.